The second night of the ARIRANG Tour in Munich turned into one of the most memorable nights for the thousands of ARMY who filled the stadium since the afternoon. After a spectacular performance on the first day filled with hits and emotional moments, no one expected that the next night would present a completely different surprise than usual. Since the stadium lights began to dim and the giant screens displayed the opening visuals of the concert, the atmosphere has felt different. ARMY cheers echoed throughout the arena, creating such a beautiful sea of purple light from thousands of light sticks that filled every corner of the stadium. When the opening intro finished playing, the BTS members appeared one by one on the main stage and were immediately greeted by incredible shouts from the fans. But the real surprise began only a few minutes later. In the midst of the performance, the fans suddenly realized something unusual. BTS members Kim Taehyung, Jungkook, Park Jimin, and Kim Seokjin walked to the side of the stage while carrying several large soccer balls. At first, many ARMY thought the ball was just part of the decoration or stage property for the next performance of the song. But apparently, everyone guessed wrong. Taehyung suddenly throws a ball at Jungkook with a big laugh. Jungkook, who is known to have good sports skills, immediately received the ball perfectly and began juggling in front of tens of thousands of spectators. The stadium was immediately blown up by cheers. Jungkook, Jungkook, Jungkook. The chants of the fans sounded so loud that they filled the entire stadium. Not wanting to lose, Jimin then tried to grab the ball from Jungkook while joking. The two of them ran around the stage laughing so much that fans couldn't stop recording the moment using their cell phones. The genie standing beside them could only laugh at the little mess that was happening on the stage. Is this a concert or a football match? Jin Young joked immediately greeted the laughter of the other members. The moment gets even funnier when Taehyung suddenly tries to do a whole kick towards the side screen of the stage. The ball did not reach the intended target, but Taehyung's reaction, pretending to be disappointed, made the whole stadium laugh together. Not long after, Jungkook picked up the ball again and challenged Jimin to a juggling match. ARMY immediately cheered louder and louder. Jimin, who initially seemed hesitant, finally accepted the challenge. With his trademark smile, he tries to keep the ball in the air for as long as possible. 1 time, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Finally, the ball fell. Instead of being disappointed, Jimin actually laughed while bowing shyly to the fans. His funny reaction made the big screen display his facial expression in a giant size that instantly triggered hysterical shouts from the entire stadium. Jungkook then patted Jimin on the shoulder with a laugh, while Taehyung and Jin gave a round of applause as if Jimin had just won a big game. The spontaneous moment instantly turned into one of the most entertaining scenes throughout the concert. Not a few fans said that the atmosphere of the evening felt like a summer festival with old friends than a concert on a world scale. A few minutes later, another surprise occurred. Taehyung kicks the ball slowly towards the front area of the stage and asks the fans to pass the ball back onto the stage. ARMY Munich was directly involved. The ball passed from one hand to the other before returning to the BTS members. That simple interaction managed to create an incredible closeness between the artist and the fans. Many fans admitted that they had never experienced such a concert experience before. Usually concerts are synonymous with grandiose performances, perfect choreography, and spectacular visual effects. But that night felt different. The night felt more personal, warmer, more like a joint celebration. Jin then took the microphone and said that they wanted the fans to enjoy every second of the concert happily. According to him, concerts are not just about singing songs or performing choreography, but also about creating memories that will continue to be remembered for many years. The words immediately received a long applause from the entire stadium. Meanwhile, Taehyung is seen enjoying every moment on stage. He dribbled several times while leisurely walking around the extended stage and waving to the fans in the upper stands. Jungkook is no less active. He tried several times to kick the ball towards the stage camera while laughing when the result missed far from the target. The fans who were near the stage could even see for themselves how the members enjoyed the moment in a very relaxed and natural way. There is no script, no special preparation in sight. Everything feels spontaneous. And that's exactly what makes the moment so special. Jimin then took another ball and tried to dribble it while dancing to the rhythm of the music that was still playing in the background. The combination of dancing and ball games made the fans cheer hysterically again. Even some of the official cameras of the concerts continue to highlight their actions and show them on the giant screens of the stadiums. On social media, various pieces of video from the moment began to spread very quickly. Many fans refer to it as football time with BTS. Some call it the Munich special stage. Some jokingly said that BTS should consider a second career as a professional soccer player. Of course, the comments were filled with laughing emojis and purple hearts from fans around the world. Not a few also praised how the members were able to turn a big concert into an experience that felt so close and fun. In the era of modern concerts filled with advanced technology and spectacular visual effects, simple moments such as playing ball together actually managed to become the most remembered part by many people. When the game session was almost over, the members then gathered in the middle of the main stage. The stadium light slowly turned into a soft purple color. The instrumental music starts to slow down. Jin looked at the audience with a smile. Taehyung waved to all sides of the stadium. Jimin bowed deeply to the fans, while Jungkook was seen looking at the sea of army bombs glittering in front of him. The moment felt very emotional. Tens of thousands of fans stood while lifting their light sticks high. Not a few shed tears realizing that they were part of a night that may never be repeated in the same way. The concert then proceeded towards the performance of the next song with much greater energy than before. The atmosphere of the stadium has completely changed. A simple interaction a few minutes earlier managed to create an increasingly strong emotional bond between BTS and ARMY. Every song that comes out of it feels special. Every smile feels more meaningful. Each wave of the hand feels closer. Even after the concert ended, talk of the ball game continued in various fan communities. Many upload their favorite photos and videos. There are those who choose the moment when Jungkook is juggling. There are those who prefer Jimin's embarrassed expression when the ball falls. There are also those who cannot forget Taehyung's funny reaction when his kick misses. Meanwhile, Jin managed to steal the spotlight through spontaneous comments that made the whole stadium laugh. Every fan has their favorite moments, but they all agree on one thing. The second day of the ARIRANG Tour in Munich will be remembered as one of the most enjoyable nights of the tour. Not on the biggest stage. Not because of the most expensive visual effects. Not because of the choreography. Except for the simple togetherness created on stage. The night when the 4 BTS members decided to take the ball on stage and play with the fans. A night when a huge stadium turns into a playground filled with laughter and happiness. A night when music, sport, and friendship meet on the same stage. And most importantly, the night when tens of thousands of soldiers came home brought with them one memory that they will retell for many years to come. Munich has probably played host to many major concerts and international events throughout its history. But for the ARMY who attended that night, there was one memory that will always occupy a special place in their hearts. Memories of Taehyung, Jungkook, Jimin, and Jin running on stage playing ball, laughing together, and enjoying every second with the fans. A simple moment. But precisely because of its simplicity, the moment becomes so precious. And when the stadium lights finally went out and the fans began to leave the concert arena, one sentence continued to sound between them. This is not just a concert. These are memories that we will keep forever.